My dear child, I invite you to pause for a moment, breathe deeply, and let the radiance of my presence draw your focus upward. Right now, as you consider these words, my glory is shining on you. In a world that often feels dark or confusing, I want you to recognize that my light never fades. It is constant, unwavering, and specifically directed toward you, my beloved. I see your struggles and triumphs. I know your fears and joys. Through it all, I am here, bathing you in a light that penetrates every shadow. Even when your eyes look away, my glory remains, patiently waiting for you to reorient your gaze. I long for you to look toward me in worship, not just with music or spoken praise, but from deep within your heart. Worship is more than a song or a recited prayer. It is the posture of your entire being before me. When you center your heart on me, you open yourself to the transformative power of my presence. My light reaches every hidden place within you, healing wounds you didn't even know existed. There is no shame or guilt that can withstand the brilliance of my love. I yearn for you to realize that these moments of stillness, these pauses when you and I connect, are not wasted or unproductive. They are vital times of refreshing and strengthening. Your world moves quickly, racing from one task to the next, but I urge you to slow down and savor the gift of communion with me. Let the gentle warmth of my spirit seep into your thoughts and emotions. I'm using these peaceful intervals to make you more like me, patient, loving, kind, and grounded in truth. Gaze upon me continuously, even when life's demands press in. As you learn to keep your heart attuned to my presence, you become increasingly aware of my guidance. Imagine you have a mind capable of running on several tracks at once. On one track, you tend to your daily responsibilities, work, relationships, and practical concerns. On another track, you remain conscious that I am with you. It seems challenging, but I designed you with a remarkable capacity to focus on more than one thing. The more you invite me into your daily tasks, the less you will struggle with loneliness, frustration, or a sense of emptiness. My presence becomes a shield, preventing you from taking missteps that might harm you or others. When you are keenly aware of me, you are more likely to speak words of kindness, act with integrity, and make choices that align with my heart. Over time, this constant awareness refines your character. My glory, reflected through your thoughts, words, and deeds, touches those around you. Stay mindful, beloved, that I see beyond your immediate circumstances. I hold the timeline of your entire life in my hands. Though you may feel pressure to solve every challenge today, I encourage you to take one step at a time, guided by my spirit. Resting in my presence doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities. It means approaching them from a place of calm trust. Rather than bolting into your day like a racehorse released from the gate, pause and let me set the pace. When you do this, you will notice blessings unfolding along the way, some small, some large, but all significant. If your eyes are too fixed on racing ahead, you might miss these glimmers of my goodness. Thankfulness is a powerful key to unlock greater joy, both in your relationship with me and in how you experience life. When you deliberately choose gratitude, you prime your heart to see the abundance I pour out on you daily. Perhaps you notice the warmth of the sun on your face, or the comfort of a friend's encouraging words. Maybe you find relief after a stressful season, or a refreshing sense of peace in the midst of a storm. Each of these is a gift, a tangible reminder that you are deeply cared for. As you begin your day in prayer or reflection, let thanks flow freely before you launch into petitions. A grateful heart forms a strong foundation for a faith-filled life, for it aligns your perspective with my goodness. You start to see how I am involved in every detail of your life, orchestrating moments that draw you closer to me. When you make space for my presence and fill it with genuine thanksgiving, even your toughest challenges begin to lose their power to intimidate you. You learn to see obstacles as opportunities, stepping stones to greater faith rather than insurmountable barriers. Don't misunderstand. The problems are still real, and the pain can still be intense, but you won't feel consumed by despair. A mind anchored in gratitude is fertile ground for hope. My light breaks through the clouds of discouragement, shining courage into your heart. The next time you face disappointment, try thanking me for at least one aspect of the situation. If it's a loss, give thanks that you had something precious to love in the first place. If it's a failure, thank me for the lessons it brings and the humility it can foster. You will discover a deeper resilience within yourself, one that is strengthened by my spirit. I designed gratitude not only as a way for you to honor me, but also as a safeguard for your soul. When you intentionally dwell on the blessings of each day, negativity finds less room to take root. Fear, anger, and bitterness struggle to coexist with genuine thanks. Focus on what you have rather than what you lack, and your heart will lighten. This doesn't mean you become oblivious to challenges. Instead, you gain a perspective of confidence, rooted in the knowledge that I am involved in your situation. My word reminds you that in everything you can give thanks, for this is my will for you. It is not that I will for you to suffer, but that I will for you to see my hand at work, even when life is difficult. Choosing thanksgiving in tough times reveals a trusting heart, one that believes my promises and my power to redeem any situation. Think about how essential light is. Without it, you couldn't see color or direction, and plants couldn't grow. In a similar way, my glory illuminates your spiritual path. It enables you to discern truth from deception, guiding you away from hidden dangers. When you choose to linger in my presence, the radiance of my love settles into every part of your being, transforming you from the inside out. Even aspects of your personality that feel rough or unrefined can be softened and molded by my spirit. You become a clear reflection of my heart, showing compassion where once there was judgment, offering patience where there once was frustration. It's not your strength that accomplishes this change, it is my grace working in you. Transformation is rarely instantaneous. Rather, it is like the gentle process of dawn turning into full daylight. At first, the changes might seem small, but with each day spent in my presence, you grow more attuned to my voice. You notice your reactions shifting, fewer angry outbursts, more measured words, and a deeper well of empathy. People around you might see something different, a lightness in your demeanor that wasn't there before. That's my glory shining through you. I want you to understand that this radiance isn't something you have to strive to manufacture on your own. You only need to keep your eyes fixed on me, trusting that my spirit is fully capable of molding your heart. The more often you turn to me, the more naturally you display attributes of my character. Resting in my presence is an intentional act. It is not passivity, nor is it laziness. It's a posture of trust where you yield control and allow me to lead. When you rest in me, you acknowledge that your life is ultimately in my hands. You accept that I know what is best for you, more than you do yourself. This can feel challenging if you like to plan every step, or if you feel anxious when events spiral beyond your control. But consider that I see your entire journey, not just a single moment or a single day. I know where the obstacles lie. I know the people you'll meet and how they will shape your story. Entrusting your plans to me allows me to guide you toward paths that lead to lasting peace and deeper fulfillment. When you begin the day, remember that you don't need to charge ahead as though you must accomplish everything by your own power. Think about a racehorse, eager to run the track at full speed the second it's released. It rushes forward with no strategy, simply driven by adrenaline and excitement. I'm inviting you to a different pace, one that is purposeful, measured, and fully integrated with my wisdom. Walk with me step by step, allowing me to direct your course. Each small decision, each tiny act of obedience matters. You don't need to worry about tomorrow's tasks or next week's challenges. Focus on the present moment, do the work before you, and trust that I will illuminate the path as you go. When you walk with me like this, a beautiful synergy emerges between gratitude, worship, and responsibility. You approach each task with an awareness that I am there, guiding and sustaining you. You thank me for every sign of progress or every unforeseen help that comes your way. You worship me not just in scheduled prayer times, but in the midst of cooking, cleaning, meeting deadlines, or interacting with friends and family. In doing so, you become a living testimony of my presence in the everyday details of life. People around you may sense a calmness or a quiet joy and wonder about its source. Without even realizing it, you are reflecting my glory to them through the consistent, peaceful way you live. Though you may face trials and hardships, none of these are wasted in my economy. I work all things together for good for those who love me and are called according to my purpose. That means the difficult seasons in your life are being used to shape you into the person I designed you to be. When you're hurting or confused, keep in mind that my light has not abandoned you. It's in those valleys that I invite you to cling to me more closely. Your pain, frustration, and even anger become offerings when you surrender them to me, trusting that I can transform every burden into an opportunity for growth. Over time, those very struggles can become platforms from which you show my love and compassion to others who are walking a similar path. I understand how easy it is to become engrossed in your responsibilities. Daily life demands your attention, and before you realize it, hours have passed without you having a single thought of me. My invitation still stands. Keep one track of your mind fixed on my presence, no matter how busy you are. This requires practice, but do not be discouraged if it doesn't come naturally at first. Forming a new habit, especially one of continual awareness, takes time. Start small. Whisper a short prayer of thanks when you first wake up or while you wash the dishes. Acknowledge my hand when you find a good parking spot or your favorite song plays unexpectedly. These little reminders train your mind to look for me in every detail. Over time, you'll notice that your heart stays calmer, even under pressure. Anxiety loses its grip because you realize I'm right there with you, supplying the wisdom or patience you need. You'll discover surprising moments of beauty and grace that you might have missed if you were rushing through the day, lost in your own thoughts. By dedicating one track of your mind to me, you're not neglecting your tasks, you're simply bringing me into them. This partnership transforms even the most mundane chores into sacred acts of worship. Rather than separating your spiritual life from your daily life, the two become intertwined. You function with a seamless blend of worship and work, prayer and productivity. When you feel weak or overwhelmed, let that be a cue to turn to me rather than away from me. Sometimes you might sense that you've failed because you didn't maintain constant awareness. Shame or guilt may whisper that you aren't good enough to remain in my presence. Beloved, I want you to reject those condemning thoughts. My arms are always open to you. Whenever you recognize that you've drifted from me, simply come back. Offer a silent prayer, Lord, I'm here. I need you. In that humble moment, my peace envelops you again, reminding you that this journey is about grace. I am far more patient and loving than you can imagine. My goal is not to test you with impossible demands, but to walk with you through every season and challenge of life. I take great pleasure in watching you grow. Just as a parent delights in a child's first steps, I rejoice when I see you learning to live in constant communion with me. Yes, you will stumble at times. Yes, you will get distracted. But each time you realign your thoughts, you discover more of my heart. The glow of my presence in you becomes brighter. Your capacity for compassion increases. Your resilience in the face of trials strengthens. You find yourself responding to life with a grace and wisdom that surprises even you. That's because it's my spirit at work in your spirit, enabling you to reflect my glory more fully. Let my light fill your emotions as well. If you feel anxiety creeping in, if you sense anger beginning to rise, remember that my presence is right there, ready to calm the storm inside you. My peace is a gift that transcends your understanding, meaning it can exist even when circumstances are chaotic. I'm not asking you to deny your feelings or pretend you are unaffected by life's hardships. Instead, I'm encouraging you to bring those feelings into the light of my presence, where they can be healed, comforted, or guided. Sometimes I will give you clear instructions to address a certain issue. Other times I may simply hold you in my peace, reminding you that you are never alone. Cultivate an ongoing dialogue with me. You don't need fancy words. Speak from your heart. Share your daily joys with me, the accomplishment at work, the laughter with friends, or the satisfaction of completing a long overdue task. Also, share your sorrows and frustrations. The car that won't start, the argument with a loved one, the fatigue that makes the day feel longer than usual. In everything, let your heart turn toward mine. When you do, even the most ordinary moments become an exchange of love. You begin to sense that my spirit is ever ready to offer guidance, comfort, and perspective. You realize that prayer is not confined to morning devotionals or Sunday services. It flows continually throughout your day, a steady lifeline connecting your spirit to mine. Remember that I am a God of abundance. I don't just offer a small trickle of goodness. I open the floodgates of heaven to pour out blessings upon you. These blessings aren't always material. Often they are insights, relationships, inner strength, or surprising turns of events that lead to new opportunities. As you walk in step with me, keep your eyes open for these gifts. Celebrate them. Let gratitude roll off your tongue as you acknowledge how intricately I weave beauty into your life. Doing so protects your heart from cynicism and fosters hope. Even when you can't see tangible results, trust that my goodness is still at work. Wait with expectancy, for my timing is perfect. Negativity tries to cling to you through the influences of the world, news cycles, social media, and the unresolved tensions in your life. Gratitude acts as a shield, reflecting the arrows of despair and pessimism. The more you embrace thankfulness, the more resilient your spirit becomes. You start to see what I see, that every situation holds potential for redemption and growth. Discouragement then loses its power to paralyze you. You can move forward with a firm sense of hope, knowing that I have the final say in every matter. No matter how dire your circumstances appear, my hand can reach into the depths and lift you up. My glory can shine brightest in the darkest spaces. Think also about how your choices affect those around you. When you carry my presence, you become a vessel through which my light touches others. A simple encouraging word, a helping hand, or a genuine smile can carry more weight than you realize. I partner with you to spread love where there is loneliness, hope where there is despair, and comfort where there is pain. You may never fully know the impact of your small acts of kindness, but be assured that I notice. In fact, each time you respond with compassion, you mirror my heart to the world. This is how I designed my love to flow, in and through my children, blessing everyone it encounters. As you grow in this lifestyle of constant awareness, you'll notice that your prayers take on a vibrant, living quality. When you offer prayers steeped in gratitude and worship, they rise before me like a sweet fragrance. Yes, I hear your petitions and requests, but more than that, I see your heart bowed in reverence and trust. In that posture, you become open to my will, even when it surprises you. Sometimes my answers look different than what you asked for, but trust me when I say that I know how to give good gifts. I see how each moment in your life fits together like pieces in a grand puzzle. If you surrender to my plan, I will create a masterpiece beyond anything you could imagine on your own. In everything, give thanks. It is more than a command. It is my invitation to live a life brimming with faith, optimism, and closeness to me. Thankfulness is not about pretending that all is perfect. Rather, it's about acknowledging my sovereignty and benevolent care, even in imperfect conditions. It's a declaration that you believe I am bigger than your problems, and that my solutions far surpass your fears. Each word of thanks is like a stepping stone, leading you further into my presence. As you continue along this path, you will find that the destination is not just a place of blessings, but a deeper intimacy with my heart. Let me remind you, I take great delight in you. The shimmering light of my glory falls on you like a gentle, reassuring embrace, washing away self-doubt and accusation. Allow yourself to rest in that truth. I am not distant or detached. I'm right here, drawing near to every heartbeat, every breath you take. When you wake up tomorrow, remember to invite me into your day before you rush into it. Whisper a prayer, Lord, guide me, protect me, fill me with your love. Then move forward, knowing that your steps are under my watchful care. Embrace life with a thankful spirit, ready to discover how I've gone ahead of you, preparing good things for you to walk into. This day, with all its potential joys and challenges, is a canvas upon which my glory can be displayed. Let me paint a story of grace, compassion, and resilience on the fabric of your life. Remember that the faintest beam of my light has the power to scatter overwhelming darkness. Even if you feel you have only a small flicker of faith, present it to me and watch as I fan it into a steady flame. Let that flame guide you through uncertainties, revealing the path marked out for you. You never walk alone. My spirit is closer than your own heartbeat, ever present to counsel, comfort, and encourage you. Keep your gaze steadfastly on me. Resist the urge to compare your journey to someone else's. You are uniquely crafted with gifts, talents, and a calling that complement my grand design for humanity. What matters most is not how quickly you move or how you measure up to the standards of others, but how faithfully you follow my lead. Trust the daily bread I provide, the wisdom, strength, and grace sufficient for this moment. Lean into me when you need rest. Celebrate with me when you find success. In all things, let your spirit respond with a confident trust that I am guiding each step, shining my light to show the way. Receive this assurance now. I am proud of you for your willingness to grow. I see your heart's desire to dwell in my presence, to be molded by my touch. Your life offered to me is a beautiful act of worship. My glory rests upon you, not as a distant concept, but as a living reality. The more you acknowledge this truth, the more powerfully you will experience freedom, peace, and purpose. Do not fear the future. Do not regret the past. Live fully in the present, where I am active, guiding you from one breath to the next. Each moment holds the potential for deeper connection with me. My light banishes fear and kindles hope. My love overcomes isolation and forges strong bonds of community. My wisdom leads you safely through the maze of decisions and possibilities. When you're unsure, ask me for clarity. When you feel weak, receive my strength. When you stumble, let me lift you up. I do not condemn you. I teach and correct you with compassion. I shape your character so that you grow into the fullness of who I designed you to be. Even if you can't see the end from the beginning, you can trust that I am working meticulously on your behalf. In that knowledge, rest and rejoice. As the day continues and you navigate responsibilities, keep your spirit open. Let me speak through small nudges or gentle impressions on your heart. You may suddenly think to call someone who needs encouragement, or you might pause to pray for a stranger who crosses your mind. These moments are not coincidences. They are the subtle ways I move through you to touch the world. Each time you obey these whispers, my light shines more brightly in you and around you. You become my hands and feet, extending my love to places it might not otherwise reach. draw near to me continually. Remember that you can always retreat into my presence for a moment of refreshment. Perhaps you take a few seconds at your desk, or in the car, or as you stand in line at the store. Wherever you are, I am there, ready to infuse you with peace and guidance. Nothing is too mundane or too grand to discuss with me. I care about every detail, your hopes, your fears, your dreams, and even your disappointments. Like a loving parent, I listen attentively, never rushing you. Trust that I cherish every moment we spend together. My glory is not just for you to keep to yourself. Yes, it blesses you, restores you, and fills you with joy, but it is also meant to overflow. Share that light with those who feel lost. Offer a listening ear to someone who is hurting. Speak words that build up rather than tear down. Stand for what is right, even if it costs you. In doing so, you become a testament to my transformative power. People will see that your life is different, not because of your own strength, but because my presence shapes your thoughts and actions. This is how my kingdom grows, heart by heart, life by life, through the faithful witness of those who walk in my light. Now, beloved, let your heart settle into the stillness of my presence. Take another deep breath and remind yourself that I am here. My love is unwavering, my grace immeasurable, and my plan perfect. Let your worries melt away as you trust me with every detail. Allow my light to flood your mind with new insights, creative ideas, and hopeful possibilities. Let my comfort wrap around you like a soft blanket, soothing every anxious thought. You are never alone or forgotten. I am consistently watching over you. May this day and every day that follows be marked by moments of deep awareness of my presence. Allow the light of my glory to keep shining on you, seeping into the very core of who you are and spilling out into the world around you. Stay thankful, stay aware, and stay close to my heart. This is the life I designed you to live, a life radiant with my goodness, anchored in my love, and overflowing with gratitude in every circumstance. If these words have blessed you, I invite you to remain connected and journey deeper into my presence with each new day. Subscribe to this channel so we can keep drawing closer together, allowing my light and my love to guide every step you take. I am here, and I promise I will never leave you. Let us walk forward hand in hand, shining brighter in a world that needs hope. Amen.